So here we have the Better Alignment Results Trainer, the BART. We're going to set up for the putting rail assembly. So as I have all the parts laid out here on the green or on the ground, just to help you with the assembly process the first time, we'll be using the long rods. We'll be inserting into the last holes, last drill outs on the tube here. All right. Next, we have two small tube placeholder clips which are kept on the end of the rod without the fittings. They're slid right on the end, so you'll slide those right off. These are used to hold the tube off the ground, as you'll see when we go into the assembly. The putter face attachment, which can be used or not used in this assembly just by flipping over, is in place here as well. Now, the two pieces that make this unit somewhat unique here are the two weighted cylinders that you have that are not kept in the trainer, in the tube itself. We're only using this for putting, obviously. So they are weighted, and this is part of the base assembly here, and this allows the trainer to be easily adjusted and moved on the putting green and indoors as well. So now we will begin with the assembling the base first. We will want to line up, give you just a picture here so you can see this. We'll definitely want to line up the putting base pieces approximately the length that they would be to hold this unit in place. And we'll slide them down to a position on the rod approximately the same length as the distance between the two last holes on the tube, just to make it a little bit easier to get set up here. So assemble the base, slide the rods through the last ends of the tube, about 8 to 12 inches. How high the tube is off the ground depends on your putter, but what you're looking to do is find the balance point of your putter on the shaft, and we want that point to rest on the tube at address. That's your base point to start off with. So once that's determined, once you know that length, then you could put a little black mark or a little mark on the rods there so that you'll know where to set it each time. The tube has to be set up, has to be horizontal to the ground. So there's your finished assembly there. So we'll jump in and just do some strokes. The whole idea is to set the shaft on the rail, on the tube, if you will, and you're going to just light grip pressure, not putting a lot of pressure on the tube, and sliding back and through to get a sense of the feel and shape of this stroke. So you're going to have a feel, and you're also going to have the auditory feedback too, as you'll hear the shaft gliding along. And it will definitely give you, depending on your putter specs as far as the lie angle, an inside to square to inside stroke. So that is the most natural stroke, unmanipulated stroke. Short putts, 3 to 6 foot putts, will most likely have more of a straight back and straight through, but the longer the stroke, you'll see and feel the shape of the stroke here. So you'll make strokes in and out of the trainer however you want to do it, but it's a good way to practice your stroke a few times and jump out of the trainer, hit a few putts. As you see down the line here, what we're doing is want to make sure that shaft stays on the rail and doesn't come off at any point in time. Another thing that you could do to help quickly move the ball into position if you're using the putter face attachment is to put a little straight line or mark on the putter face attachment, so you get that matching up with your marks on your putter. You just slide the ball in at the same point each time, centering it on that line. So you can move the trainer by tapping it. I suggest there's a lot of ways to move it, but certainly you could tap it on the ride here. The base is going to help it stabilize it, keep it steady. You can pick up the entire trainer and move it around the putting green. Most definitely. Easy to adjust from one putt to the next, from different breaking putts to different length putts. So in this particular putt here, it's about a 30-foot putt with aiming 4 feet out to the right of the hole. So this is a big breaking putt here. So that's the end of the application for the putting rail assembly. Great use indoors, outdoors on the putting green. Makes your putting a little bit more fun and interesting, and you will learn and understand a lot more about the correct mechanics of your putting stroke.